Hello, welcome back to the channel. What are we talking about today? Make myself comfy with my pajama pants.
Life of staying at home parents.
Yeah, I'm.
This is what happened. This is what happened when you become financially free. You work from home.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to go to the office anymore.
No.
Welcome to.
Hey, a lot of people don't have to go to the office anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
In today's video, I'm going to talk about, this is an interesting topic that I found. If you're thinking of getting married, when should you talk about personal finance?
I don't know.
So, as we're not newly married, we've been married for, I don't know.
How long? How long?
Put me in a spot.
How long?
7 years. Correct? I don't know.
Oh, married. Married. No.
Married.
How old is our son?
Exactly, that's how I see it. My son is 5, turning 6. So I'm like, all right then. That's
6 years. Yeah.
So there you go. So when should we talk about personal finance?
Before
when
you
did we
get
do
married.
it? Okay. Why do you say that?
Before, of course.
Why?
What if that person are in debt forever? What if that person borrow money here and there and then once you marry, you are trapped, right? Would that be?
I say yeah, because we did that. We talked about it way before we got married.
It was you. You were eager beaver. Is it the word eager beaver?
Eager beaver.
Beaver.
So, I personally did that.
He's the one forcing me. How much do you have?
Yeah, I gotta be like, you know what?
This
is gonna be embarrassing. This is gonna be like very uncomfortable conversation, but I gotta do it because I gotta find, I guess, a partner that understand my goal.
I don't think it's only understanding. Are you in the same channel?
That's one.
Main thing. Are you aligned?
Yeah.
If you're not one going that way, the other one going that way, you will never make it. Even you marry, you cannot change a person. I cannot change this.
Tried.
Never. I never tried to change it. Have I ever?
No, but it's built in your DNA in a sense.
Yes.
Like, what is it that you're trying to do? Like, I mean, if you're just going out there and keep on spending, I don't want to be with that person because that would be running you to the ground. You keep on digging yourself in a hole. I don't want to be there. I would rather be with a person that have the same mindset as I am, trying to achieve the financial freedom aspect of it. And yeah, that's how I see it. I don't want to go down in life value.
No one wants to.
Well, you'd be surprised, but
well, they're going down, but they don't know that. They don't realize what their action actually bring them down.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, when we first started going out, I was driving a Frog. You were driving an Audi.
Anyway, the value of our cars, like mine's 10 times more.
10 times more. I was driving a Ford Fiesta, a very old, that it doesn't even have aircon. It was a manual, very small, squashy car. She's driving. To me, anyway, in that time, it was a luxury car compared to mine. So.
And I still went out with you. Love is blind.
Apparently. So, hey, and I did not know, luckily, you actually paid that off. It was paid in cash in full.
Yeah.
But if you're getting married, we just talked about it a few minutes ago, right? If we were getting married and you didn't know the financing side of that car, and then came to our scenario where you decided to stop working, I have to pay off that car.
Yeah, we were just having a joke oh yes, she's driving an Audi, ka-ching!
Ka-ching, yay, I hit a jackpot.
And she paid it off, ka-ching! And now, she's at home looking after kids.
And that means I have to be the one that, if I have the financing on that car, it's that means I'm the one that's going to pay that payment.
Have to sell it. If only one person, what's the point of paying a car payment? I just don't see paying car payment, right?
Especially when you're newly married on your early 20s, let's say, your income level is probably the lowest amount.
Right, newly married and early 20s?
Well, no, we're late 30s. We're late 20s.
Late 20s,
Late 20s, but if you're, having all of these payments, let's say car payment, for example, or if not credit card debt.
I think before you have kids, you're single, and if you make a lot of money, yeah, nowadays, you know, young people just like to spend money.
Spend.
Yeah, but long term it won't work.
Why not?
Well, yes, like long term, when you have kids, you're going to spend more. Okay, not before kids, not even have kids. You get married. What do you need? A wedding. People,
the wedding
some people, some people they even borrow money. Oh, before wedding, a ring. Some people they use a loan, get a personal loan to buy a ring. Why? And then maybe borrow money for the wedding. Oh, yeah, we married. We need a new home mortgage. Oh, we got a new home. We need a new car.
Car payments.
What else?
New furniture.
New furniture for that.
New TV.
60 months interest free. Free. Right?
And then,
all this.
And all of that has been enticing you because, we are young ones and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have all this, we knew life, we need everything new. Stuff is still, this couch is still before marriage.
Actually, when you bought this, it was actually a second hand from a friend of ours, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, the cream color.
Hey, still good.
It's still good.
Yeah. Kids are like 4 and 5. Still not black. A bit grey, but okay.
Couple
right?
of
you can wash it.
Couple of grey on here and there, but it's still usable. So actually, you kind of do need to talk about it at a very early age.
Yeah, because the older you get, you got bigger expenses. That's
it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder in the sense of because you got a lot more commitment. Not only your credit card, and then you got your car payment as well as the mortgage. If you bundle all that up, do you even see each other? Because the both of you have to work.
Yeah.
Just to pay off all of these, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
So
I think everything starts from your habit. If before you marry, you got a bad habit of spending, paying credit card interest, paying personal loan. If both of you are like that, then once you get married, then the debt is just the same, but the number is growing bigger.
Yeah, and you have to work a lot harder.
Yeah.
I would rather earn an interest instead of paying an interest. That mindset alone is already different.
Yeah.
You know, like when you use a credit card, you're bound to pay an interest. But for us, it's like, I don't want that. I want to be the guy that is actually earning an interest.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, I guess, the obstacle as you go along throughout your journey. And be upfront. Like if you're looking at that is the one person that you want to be with for the rest of your life, open book to them.
Yes.
Go, hey, this is how much I have. I have a lot less compared to you. A lot less. I mean,
that's why I'm sitting higher.
she was already own investment property, have a car that is paid off in full. You know, like have this career thing. She got paid a lot more than me in her career. So
still, love is blind, and lucky he worked so hard.
So yeah, like in that aspect of okay, then if everything if she have a payment on the car, let's say have a credit card debt. And then if you hide it from, like if you don't talk about it, let's say, not hiding it, more like if you don't talk about it before you know it, we're having a child, and then somehow it's all on you as the husband.
Yeah.
If she decided to go, you know what, if your wife decided to stay at home, who's going to pay all of that debt? You've got no choice to go, hey, hand me down. He's your debt now. Because you guys are married.
Then the one who's paying for that will be really sour, right? Bitter.
If I don't have payments and if I don't have any credit payments, then I would be a little bit bitter because hey, I kept my finances in check, in order. Why do I have to pay all of this?
Exactly, that which will ruin your marriage.
In fact, it's even worse. Let's say if you have a payment of $10,000 and I've got payment of $10,000, or if not more. Or if not the other way around, just even if it's in the break-even playing field, you owe $10,000 on whatever, and I owe $10,000 on whatever. Let's say if I'm struggling, to make that minimum repayment, and I have to take over on top of that is yours. That would be a lot more stressful on the male side of it. So, for a guy, anyway, from a guy point of view, you really need to talk about it before you get married.
Yeah.
So, because especially in our lifestyle.
What do you mean?
Like right now,
Yeah.
as in we talk about it frequently enough.
Mm-hmm.
We're comfortable opening up our books in a sense
We
to each
combine
other.
all the
We'll combine
income
everything.
anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I don't understand. When do you actually combine your income? Well, if you really trust the person, why don't you combine them as quickly as possible?
Yeah, well, I think it's once you see, I see some posts, I think it works too. If both of you trying to, really that person is, you want to be with them like forever. And then you open book, tell them how much we owe, and then we try to achieve the goal by a certain of time. You set a goal, a target, how much do I have to pay off, how many years, and by that time we can get engaged and then live frugally. You don't have to have all this fancy stuff.
It's
Yeah.
all a marketing gimmick. They just try to entice you.
Yeah, what you remember, oh yeah, maybe. And how many people you inviting? I don't know. How many people you still see after 10 years? Right? Who do you still see? I still see my friends.
It's a
and-
wedding.
Yeah.
Based on our wedding,
Yeah.
we've only invited 20.
20. Half of them like
Family.
Yeah.
Family members.
And you go along, like the life change when you grow older, you got kids, you mingle
Yeah.
with people with kids around your area. That's now our friends change.
Yeah, we mingle with our more like our children's
Friends,
parents. Like if they're
yeah.
best friend, if they're like, they hang around with that particular kid, then you try to
Make our effort to
Yeah,
know them.
to get to know them, to
Yeah.
get to know their parents.
Mm.
Sometimes we have to move on. Even that alone, like now, for example,
Mm.
our son, they go to a primary school.
Mm.
The daycare friends that don't go to that primary school, we don't really keep in contact because
No.
life moves
It's
on.
changed, yeah.
He goes on to the next stage, and now we have to hang around with his mate in that
Yeah.
because sometimes it doesn't
It's
make
life.
sense. It's just life.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Talk about that when you see when you see the person is your future partner.
so is it a good idea for you to talk about it?
Oh,
before get married?
you were the one to talk about that first.
It's
I was
so
okay.
hard.
Were you?
It's
I
so
don't know.
it
I
was
don't
like
remember.
daunting, but I'm like, I gotta bite the bullet because if she's the one, I gotta.
Yeah, you see that person is the one, and then you have to ask the question.
Mhm.
Not about proposing, about the finance.
About the finance side of it.
Yeah.
Before you even
Propose,
proposing, I
yes.
say, because
Before.
that way you know, okay, if she's good with her money, can she handle it? Is she good with her own?
Oh, I
finance?
remember now. You bought you got that
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Poor Dad game, and I won a few
Oh
times.
yeah.
And then okay, she's the one.
Yeah, that's right. So you
Yeah,
understand
she
the
can
whole
be-
entire concept.
Of course.
That's one of the best way to brought the conversation.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
the
It was smooth.
conversation.
Now
It was
I'm
like
looking
it's
back.
smooth. It's not just go, honey.
Let's play a game.
Hey, I've got this board game. You want to play this board game? Rich Dad, Poor
Oh,
Dad.
date night.
Yeah,
Right.
the Rich
Yeah.
Dad, Poor Dad game, the cash flow game, cash
The
flow
very
101.
old.
It
board
still
game.
exists till this
The
day.
board game, but
yeah.
they have the internet one, right?
Yeah. So if you're, I guess, financial savvy, you should be able to play this game as a couple, as a family. In fact, we sometimes teach people how to play this game
Yeah.
and how to go about money. And if she can beat you, or if you have a grasp that she understands this, your partner, whether he or she, whichever one, then it's a positive side.
Yeah. Yeah, if
For
they don't
us,
understand,
anyway.
if they don't understand and they're willing to learn about that,
Yeah.
of course, talk about that.
And from that game, we try to implement that in the real life. So when we open up the book, say, how much debt have you got?
Yeah. Have you ever bought shares? Do you have any investment?
Yeah, because it's gonna be like throughout your life, you're bound to talk about this.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about money, retirement, multiple
Holidays.
stream income, holidays. How we're gonna spend that? Working. When do you expect to stop working, or when do you expect to start working? Side hustle and all that stuff. We talk about that regularly.
Yeah.
So hopefully this gives you an understanding of it. Was it daunting for you when you?
No, it's like what the game is so easy. What are you talking about? That's like-
Yeah.
And I was working finance anyway.
So for you, it's basic maths in a sense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but as a whole, do you think it's a good idea?
You have to talk about that, and at one point you have to have a joint account at least, and then eventually combine everything. just make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you divorce, you just have to split everything anyway, right? Why not
If
just
and when.
combine it? Yeah, I don't know. We get there, we get there.
I'll follow you whenever we get divorced.
Yeah.
I'll go wherever you go.
Yep.
Anyway, that's it, guys. Hopefully this gives you guys an understanding how we go about doing things financially. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video.